Y'all, I knew the Sunday talk shows were going to be a hell of a thing to watch in light of what's going on in Minneapolis, but I'll be honest with you, even I'm shocked. A seasoned veteran of watching leftist lies, even I am shocked at what they are trying to sell right now on the mainstream networks. Y'all, we have gone out of the realm of analysis. We have gone into the realm of complete and total separate reality. Everything I'm going to show you is linked in the description box below, guys. Please help counter this narrative by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on, because we are genuinely I don't even know the proper term for this. Propaganda seems light. Okay? Watch. As we get into this, of course, you can follow me on X at Braden LOA. I'm going to jump right in. I'm not going to bury the lead on you. So the Sunday news circuit shows, I knew what they were going to be about, and I knew they were going to have some conversations. I did not expect them to have this level of just outright lies. I mean, I'm used to seeing leftist lies and Democrat spin. I'm used to seeing all of it. Right? To be fair, all politicians spin in whatever way they're going. But the amount of complete and total just realignment of reality that I'm seeing right now, presented as fact, is genuinely wild. All right, let me hear you in the comments. Let's get it. Chris Murphy, of course, will lead it off. Listen to it's going to...
Well, first of all, let's make it clear there's not going to be an investigation. The vice president has essentially already declared that this officer has absolute immunity. And in fact, every immigration officer has absolute immunity. Now, this is the most high profile and most heinous act of violence that has been undertaken. But there have already been over a dozen shootings all across our country by ICE officers. The bottom line is that the way in which DHS is conducting itself today is making our communities less safe. It's not adding to public safety. I heard him say that they are undertaking targeted enforcement actions against criminals. Just not true.
Okay, Chrissy, let's have a conversation real quick. Targeted enforcement actions against criminals. If you come into this country illegally, even if you're in a sanctuary state where the government body apparatus decides to completely ignore federal law, you're still a criminal, right? It's still a violation of law. So this little angle that they're pitching of ICE is making our environments less safe because we set up a sanctuary city environment. We set up a zone where there's no accountability and we don't follow federal law. And then when the federal officers come in that are immigration related, because you've made a haven of a sanctuary city, all of a sudden they're making the situation less safe because they are going and enforcing federal law when you are refusing to do so or cooperate. Who's making the situation less safe? You set the entire temperature ready, you set an entire pressure cooker up for explosion, and the second that the people who are following the law react to you breaking the law and ignoring the law, all of a sudden they're making it less safe. It completely defies logic and reality. But it's not about logic and reality. It's about emotion, power, and voting. All right, let's keep on going. I got even more for you. Again, I'm just going to keep on ripping it. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, guys. We are fighting something bigger than just a news story. We are fighting overt manipulation and propaganda. It's wild. For example, here's Ilhan Omar, also on the Sunday news circuit. Listen to what she says. This is a short clip, 11 seconds.
If they are saying that he has 10 years on service and is trained, he should know that you shouldn't be trying to get in front of a moving car. And
so now we're armchair quarterbacking after, by the way, the video is released, the one that they aren't going to watch because it's just propaganda, the one that completely disproves all of their narratives. Before it was, he wasn't in front of the car, he just shot her. Then the video footage comes out that says he was in front of the car, and now all of a sudden, well, he shouldn't be in front of the car. And then the video footage comes out again and, says she turned her car at him, directly at him, in an effort to move in a different direction. And now it's, well, he shouldn't have been in front of the car, even though she moved the car angled at him. So again, they set up the issue, they set up the pressure cooker, and when something explodes because of their propaganda and their decisions, all of a sudden now the problem is on the reaction, not the problem on the catalyst. It is wild what we are seeing. Absolutely wild. All right, let's keep on going. I got two more for you. Again, we're just going to keep on ripping this. So this is Donna Brazile. This is a former leader of the entire DNC. This is the woman who was responsible for getting rid of Bernie Sanders for Hillary Clinton. This is the woman who was corrupt in the DNC, who led the entire thing through that little debacle. Okay? And she's also the one that left all the talking points leaked all of the, or was accessing the presidential debate questions beforehand. That's this woman, okay? Now, she's on ABC saying this. Listen.
It's getting harder and harder to listen to all of the rhetoric when a mom of 3 children is dead, she's deceased, we're vilifying her, we're calling her a terrorist when she was murdered in her own neighborhood. We need a full, complete investigation. The American people should know that this should never happen again. No one should feel unsafe in their neighborhood, sitting in their car, trying to get out of harm's way, and to shoot this woman point blank in the face. We all should not just mourn her loss, her passing, but also find ways that we can heal this community.
The way you heal the community is you don't overtly lie to people's faces on national TV. That is a manipulative lie. Every single person watching this video and every single person who doesn't agree with me watching this video, every single person knows she was not just there making a 4-point turn, sitting there innocently waiting. She put herself directly in an observational or in a antagonistic position. Every single person knows that. It is irrefutable. But it doesn't matter about what reality is. It's about painting the picture of everyone is unsafe. They're going to kill every single woman in the country. Every single woman driving a car is going to get shot. That's overtly not the case. Everyone knows it. Doesn't matter. Complete and total lies, full on nonstop, because it's about an emotional response. This is literally a revisionist history you are watching play out. She was just sitting in her car trying to get out of the way. No, it is exactly the opposite. She was not in her car trying to get out of the way. She was sitting in her car in the way for 4 minutes, dancing while she was doing it, while her wife was actively antagonizing officers. The lies that they're spewing are just lies. They're just lies. And I've never once disparaged her. I've never once said anything bad about her, and I've never once vilified her, and I've never once called her a domestic terrorist. I haven't done any of those things. You can watch all the videos I've done on it. I can navigate both these things. I believe she was brainwashed into doing something that put herself in a dangerous situation set in motion by the sanctuary city policies and the leftist mind virus. That's the setup. Then she put herself in the position where the ICE officer felt he was threatened and then discharged his weapon. I wish both of these things never happened. Very simple. I wish the sanctuary cities didn't exist. I wish they enforced the federal immigration law. I wish that they had an actual system where they respected the federal law of immigration, not put a virtue signal over what they wanted. Over the law, rather. I wish that they had never been in the situation where there was something called ICE Watch Warrior, where she put herself in that position. I wish that never happened. I wish the ICE officer never had to deal with that. I wish the ICE officer never had felt threatened to discharge his weapon. I wish all of these things hadn't happened. You know what's a really good starting point for them not happening? Providing all these flashpoint catalysts. That's a really good place not to do it. Let's continue. I got one more for you. Again, guys, the nature of the lies that they are spewing in light of they just want an emotional response to get all this attention against Donald Trump is wild. I mean, wild. Here's Jacob Frey, soy boy extraordinaire. Watch this on CNN.
You can see that this victim is not a domestic terrorist. I mean, my goodness, she's like doing a 3 or a 4 or 5 point turn. This looks like somebody that's trying to get out of there. If doing a 3-point turn or a 4-point turn is a domestic terrorist, and my wife is a criminal every single day. It does not make sense.
All right, this is not about making sense. This is about propaganda. And this guy is a full-on propagandist. Because if you genuinely believe that this entire thing, she was just there and she was just trying to get out of there, and then she got shot just completely out of the blue. I don't know what to tell you. This might not be the channel for you if you believe that. And not because I don't want you here, it's because I cannot show you fact and then that be the outcome. I'm sorry, that's not possible. What was she trying to get away from? She was trying to get away from the position that she put herself in. What was her wife screaming? Drive, baby, drive. None of that matters. None of that matters. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that any of the details that led up to this event occurred. Nope. What matters is the reaction to the action, not the actions themselves. And the Democrats are out there full-on screaming and crowing and rewriting history, of which every single documented piece is on video. Every single thing that they've lied about has been completely and totally torn asunder, but they still do it with impunity. It is wild. any journalist, any CBS, any CNN, any host would go, hold on a second, objectively, the outcome is awful, but couldn't some steps have been taken to avoid this outcome from becoming a finality when you look at all the different things that led into this? But no, we can't do that. We got to talk about how evil ICE is. It is wild to me. Anyway, that's all I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm Braden. See you later.